Okay, YouTube and Twitch are both going live. Okay, YouTube and Twitch are both going live. Twitch is live. YouTube is live. Awesome. Now I'll give the whiny pup a treat, I guess, just so she calms the frick down. Up. Okay. Sheesh. Love her to death, but she gets a little annoying and frustrating sometimes. Here, I'll get under this blanket. Okay. Make sure that my laptop can see everything. Okay, so I got this arm assembled. Essentially, the only thing that's not in it is this little pin piece, which I don't think gets glued. Okay, so I've got that. Now then, I have D19. This is sheet A. This is still sheet A. This is sheet B. This is sheet D. So I need the two 19s, which are here. Okay. You know, Rue, if you actually slow down on those treats, you would enjoy them a little more. You know, trying to explain to a dog that they need to savor their treat isn't exactly going to make much progress. She's smart or clever, but she doesn't quite understand savoring things. Oh well. Once she's received her tribute, then she doesn't bother whining again until I get on the computer later. So that's something at least. Let's see, so these go back here on this piece to this piece. Yeah, okay. Forgot to screw this down last time I did this. Oh well. There you go. So that arm is mostly done. Now we have 11A, which these are the A sheets. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's D1, D2. Then it uses some of the A pieces. Okay. I always forget just how big the knights are sometimes. Like, it took me a second to actually process that this is the headpiece that I'm assembling. Okay. It's all the nice big chunks taken off of it. So ready for winter to be over. Like, just too cold. Definitely wouldn't hurt if little pup wasn't quite the snow bunny. Because she loves being outside in the snow. I love her to death. But, oy, being out there hurts. Get back here. Slightly an awkward enough shape that it's kind of hard to keep a good grip on this piece. There we go. Okay. It's better. Okay, so now we have D3. Which D3 is here. Go. Yep. Most of that cleaned up. Now to get this filed down just a little. Got the bottom actually really smooth there. Okay, then this slides in like so. I assume that shows the dot at the top. Nothing else, I don't think it would fit otherwise. Like I can try, but yeah, it does not fit that way. So 100% has to be that. Okay, put a little glue in the eye slot. There we go. Head's a little narrow for how tall it is. Okay, so now we have D4, which goes in the forehead slot. Which 4 is right here. Makes sense why I didn't see it. Had my thumb over it. Okay, so then that will just go right here. Yep, perfect fit. Nice. Okay, then we have 5 and 6, which I've seen those. They're here. There's 5, then there's 6. Annoyingly, I'm pretty sure that my old roomie will not play against my knights, because he has told me a few times that this is the only army that he pretty much refuses to play against. I may have to actually just go down to the game store and play against a rando or something. Which, to be fair, I need to do anyway. Really? That doesn't feel right. Like it fits right, but it just feels weird that you would have the plates come up in front of the eyes like that. It would make more sense if they went down like that. But no, definitely only fits like that. And even looking at the picture, like, that looks right. Weird. It just feels like the positioning of these plates would prevent the knight from actually being able to see. Who am I to contradict the Omnissiah's design, right? Where'd it go? Ah, there's the faceplate. Yep. Okay, so now we have A30 and A30. A30, then A30. From what my buddy's telling me, the Knights are actually doing really well this edition. Definitely been a fan of the Knights myself for a long time. Not so much because I think they're strong, like I know they're strong, but just I love the design. Love how ridiculous they are, just in terms of scale. Okay. Glue back here. Okay. So now that piece is on. Helmet's done. Means that that will just go right there. Yep. Okay. Now onto the other arm. Ooh, that's a hand. Okay. So that's 22, 23. Here's 23. Then 22 is here. Slide some of these completed pieces back. Of course, that fell out of the arm. That's fine. Okay. So let's see. These two go together. So this piece here, then this goes on here, like so. Yeah. That looks mostly right. Definitely can't fit like that, so yeah, it has to be like this. Okay. Okay, so that piece is there. Then 24 will go on this half. That's 24. Now this will just go there. Yep. does that feel like that's a slight bit off? I can get it to stay. Just feels a little weird or wonky or something. Oh well. This to stay. To reapply a little more here. Did I mess something up somewhere? That should not be trying to pull itself apart. Like somehow if it fits at the top, it's slightly off at the bottom. That's just a little wonky. Try this again. Just cleaned up a few little hot spot areas. I think that should have fixed this. That's definitely better. The underside is still a little jank, but I can work with this. As long as I can have the top have no gapping. Let's see here. That is where? Where did I put? Ah, there it is. Like I know I had it around here. Okay. Let's see, do I have a piece of scrap sprue or something I can use to rub this in? I have plenty of sprue here that I can just snip off. There we go, scrap sprue. Okay, so that's better, but not good. This is going to take a little bit to actually get that perfect. Even then, it won't probably ever be truly perfect, but still. Okay. It's at least something. Can't see the gap on the bottom, and that's what matters. It's going to take a few minutes to dry. Okay, so next we have 26 and 27. So that's these two pieces. Okay, so where does this go in here? Looks like... I'm guessing back here? Yeah, okay, that does go back there, cool. So that's like that. Very good. Maybe dry, but it's not fully set. Yeah, that works. That fills in that little gap decently. Okay, so next up we have 28, 29, and 25. There's 28. $29. Yep. There's two 29s. And 25. 25. Wonder how well a bipedal tank would actually work. So I know in video games they're always a thing, but just feels like that would make it such a more complicated machine to operate and maintain, especially given the conditions of a battlefield. And it would be taller, which would make it more visible, which would mean it would need more armor, and more armor would make it heavier and bigger, which would then slow it down, meaning it would need more power, meaning it would be bigger, and it'd just be this weird, endless arms race that it would create with itself. Like, I could definitely say it would be cool, but just for stability, if I wanted to put, like, a giant cannon on something, it would make sense to have it on treads. Does that go like that? Or like that? I think this goes like this. Yeah. It definitely fits like that. Let's get some glue on it first. Come on. Let's get this in there. There we go. Then we have these little pieces here that I assume these connect to the shield. First I thought they were thumbs almost, but definitely upon looking at where they go, this is just a shield attachment point. It goes like that. And like that. I'll definitely say the idea of a battlefield with mechs and stuff like that is cool, but it just feels like it wouldn't be something that would be practical, or practical enough to get people to actually use them. Like, I saw a video where someone was talking shit about the Fallout power armor and why it wouldn't be a thing. And they make good points. It's like, they make the person big, slow. Sure, they can carry big weapons, but when it comes right down to it, like, that's not what you need in war. Like, if you're being seen, then you're in danger, and the easiest thing to do at that point is just make yourself faster or harder to hit, instead of making yourself more able to take hits. Like, Fallout power armor would make more sense as basically just a exoskeleton that lets you move faster and carry heavier guns. But I get it though, it does look cool. Like, who doesn't love the idea of power armor? It's obvious plenty of people like it, considering, you know, what am I playing right now? What am I doing right now? I'm building Warhammer models and Space Marines power armor. Not going to attach the shield yet, just because, well, that's going to make painting it a little hard. So I figure I'll get this on after the fact. So this should go on about here. About like that. Yeah. That is pretty cool. Set that aside with some of the other armor pieces or armor plates and stuff. Now we've got the finger assemblies. So we've got 32, 4 of those. Okay, then we've got 31, which is back here. This is the thumb. Good old chonker of a thumb. I'll say having fingers on this knight does seem a little odd. It's like, what's it going to use these for? Like, it's literally got a shield permanently affixed to the back of its hand. And its fingers are literally the size of a human. Like, what exactly do you need fingers for at this scale? Okay. Then the thumb being like in the middle of the hand is weird as well, but I can't really say too much there. Like, how wide do I want that hand to open? Could have it open all the way. Could have it closed, like it's doing that, but I think kind of midway will work best. There we go. Kind of just that loose, open-ish hand. Now we move into the A pieces. So there's A31. There's 2 of those, which is back here. Then we have 32s, right? Yep. Okay, got those 2 clean. Now to get these. Guessing these go at the back of the wrist. Looks like it. The picture has it at a weird angle. Like, the picture is literally showing it like this, with these pieces going behind it. It's like, okay, I assume it has to go back here. But it's always annoying when it's like, I have to make assumptions, because the pictures are not super clear. Now these go on this, assume, yep, around that. Okay. Good. Got that together. Now we need 33 and 34, which are these, not these pieces. This is 33. This is 34. 33. This is 34. Fuck. What fell? How much of a mess did that make in this? One sec. Not too big a mess, thankfully. No models broke, that's good. I did knock over all my helping hands. Gather all that stuff up real quick. Annoying. That's okay. Crisis is a non-crisis. Okay. Drawback of using a storage shelf as a table, I guess, is that just a little flimsy. Super easy to, like, bump it and make it move and all that stuff. But oh well. One sec, who's trying to message me? Group chat. Cool. Okay, back to this. Okay. Then we have the shoulder mount pieces, 36, 37. 36. And 37. Oh no, Hitena escaped. Okay, so got those. And these will just go on here. Just like that. Actually, I already got them in place, so I might as well just do the thin stuff. Just let that get right in. Yeah. Okay, so that's there. Now, what else? So that's going to be 35, which is another one of those little strut pieces, which I'm still not sure how this is supposed to be affixed. Feels like if you glue this, then it won't actually be able to work quite as well. It feels like that should be, staying like that. Curious if we put this in place. Get that here. Then put that on the body. Yeah, that can just fall out. So how's this supposed to stay on? Is it literally just glue it in? I feel like that would limit the range of movement. Otherwise, it will just fall out. Put like the smallest amount of thin glue on it. There you go. Definitely feels like there's something else supposed to be on this wrist. Hangs a little limp. I imagine it'll be even worse whenever it gets the shield. like to have him be able to keep his arm up-ish. Even if it's just like that. But the arm will just hang at its side. I'd rather have the hand at that kind of position just permanent, or at least able to hold itself there. Like, it works well for the other arm, but for this one, like, it's just kind of floppy. Is there anything else that's supposed to go on that arm? It just feels lacking. Like, I may just go ahead and glue up the arm to fit up like that. So there's a way I could make that arm or that wrist actually stay ratcheted or something. Because the hand just kind of dangling seems meh. I'm okay with it being able to flex. That makes sense. But just dangling limp is kind of eh. Yeah, as much as I don't like gluing this type of stuff, I am. There. That looks less sad. So you assemble a full pilot, and then you glue them in. That's a little odd, but okay. So, this is sheet C. We have C14, 13, 14, 15. $14, 15, and 13. Okay. And there's 14. And there's 15. Okay, so these go on either side of this, with this facing forward and the tall parts in the back. Like that, yes. Okay. There. Do a little bit of this thin stuff to get in that little gap, since I didn't get that side very good. Okay. Now we get the seat back. Let's see, 16. Insert annoying 16 meme here. Nah, I wouldn't do that to people because I hate that thing myself. That one gets annoying. Always hate it whenever YouTubers or streamers throw that annoying 16 clip in. Zoom. Yep, that fits in like that. Okay. So I've got the throne mostly completed. So now we have 19, 17, and 18. So this is 19. And we have 18 here. And 17 here. I gotta wedge something in the back of this so it can't rock whenever I lean up against the table. Okay, got these going together. And this looks like it goes at the top of this thing, or right about here. No. It goes... Goes right there. Or goes like that. Yeah, goes like that. Yes. Gotcha, so that fits there. Next up, we have C20, which is this piece. Yeah. Okay, so that just fits there, right up on the back of this. And this goes on the back of this. Okay, that's pretty cool looking. Now we start getting the pilot. So then that's going to be 9 and 10. Okay, here's 9. Then here's 10. Okay, so now we've got this arm. Then we have the shoulder piece here, which is going to be a weird fit. Fit on like that. How fit? Fit like this. Like they're showing the hand like this, and they're showing the shoulder like this. And then this goes on here. Goes on like this. Like, such a weird designed shoulder piece. So this goes in the front. So it goes like, okay, it goes like that. Wow, that fits weird. Okay. Next, once I get that cleaned off my finger, we have 11 and 12, which is the other arm. There's 11. And here's 12, the other arm plate. This one should be very similar. Fits on like so. Yes. So I've got the arms. Now I've got 4, 5, and 1. Here's 5. There's 4. And 1. So what are these other pieces for? Because it looks like you can have different variations of that. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Let's go with 2. I like that look. Okay, so that goes there like that. Yep. And we have this piece that'll go in the mask. Yeah, that looks cool. He's got his own little knight helmet on. Okay, and that just slots right into that. Then we cut out 6, I believe it is. Yep, 6 is the front. Okay, so then we have 7 and 8, which are the legs. If I had to have any job in the Warhammer universe, being a Knight Dominus, or whatever, I think the pilots are called Dominus. No, Preceptor. Prelate? Preceptor? I'm not sure. Whatever the Knight pilots are, that, like, sure, life would still suck, because, you know, you're in Warhammer, but it would be a pretty cool pretty cool job to have. Plus, it feels like it'd be kind of the job that if, or not if, but when you die, you at least go out in a blaze instead of being like the guardsman who gets absolutely fucked over in a few seconds on the battlefield. Not gonna put him in a seat yet. Okay, so now we have 21 and 22, which are these pieces. This is 22. And this is 21. I don't think I can really get these things mixed up, given how they look. Like, they look like they will go on only a single way. Okay, and this will likely go here. Or here. Here, yes. Yes, right there. That looks right. That looks like that'd be so claustrophobic to be in that. And 23 will go on the front eventually. So this can't go on. Hey, Dark Mage, welcome in. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? And yeah, I was feeling an itch for doing something a little different. So I was like, you know, I got these knights. I want to get these guys done. Or at least I want to get some work on them. Yeah, so I can't get this on until the pilot's in. Then the carapace on top. This will also be probably a not until the pilot's in type moment. Whew. Right now it's just freezing here. Actually, let's see here. Oh, warmed up some. One sec. So right now it is 20 degrees Fahrenheit with a feels like 9 Fahrenheit, or feels like -12 Celsius. Blech. I have about a foot of snow on the ground. Everything's ice. Just miserable outside. This will go here. Yep. Hey, Rue, what's up? So that'll go there. Can I put this on after the fact? I technically can. That's not too hard to get on afterwards. Actually, it is very hard considering I realized that there were some tabs that I had missed on the side. So if I want to get this in, that can go on, but not easily, but it's not too hard either. But but I do want to get this painted. Like, even though it won't be super visible. Let's see, so 25. Might be able to do some like thin magnets in this or something to keep the top on, but still be able to open it. So that goes there. I love how it even shows, don't glue this, but it's like, what? Where are you supposed to put, like, how is this supposed to stay put? Grab my usual thing for knights. I think I've got another one of those sheets around here. Somewhere. Drawback, I have a lot of stuff, and I know I have this stuff here somewhere. But knowing where it is the problem, is half the problem. Okay, here we go. So, for me, one of the things I've been doing ever since I started the Knights, I have my own, like, house that I've ran them as, that my little headcanon for it is they are closely aligned with the Death Watch and the Inquisition. So each one, instead of bearing an Aquila, instead bears the Inquisitional eye on the carapace. There you go, that's pretty good. Okay, so I've got that. Oh, it looks like it's literally just get the armor stuff painted and get everything assembled, and then it should be basically done. Like, I have the leg pieces, have the shield. I don't think the shield would make it too much harder if I put it on before I painted, but meh. I'll still wait to do that after it's painted. Then we have the armor plates. So we have 25, which I think is the groin piece. Looks like it is. $25 looks like it should go here. Double check, but no, that's 10. So where's 25 then? This was B25. I sure that was 25? I think that might have been 10. That was 10. Where'd I get 25 then? 25's over on the side. Yeah, I just looked at the wrong one. Okay. I'm dumb. It is fine. I'm dumb. 33 and 32 are the chest pieces. Figure when I'm done with my stream, I will go ahead and airbrush these to get them all based. And then probably do a stream tomorrow for some painting. So I do have one more knight I could start assembling today. Well, I have a lot more if I count my armigers. Or armigers? Yeah. Okay, so we got these for the pilot. Got the armor plates. Now I'll just have to figure out how to convince my buddy to actually play against these things. He is not super enthusiastic about the idea of playing against Imperial Knights. Wonder why? I know exactly why. They're a pain in the ass. Takes durability and says, hold my beer. Volume of fire? Again, hold my beer. Yep. Just go there. And that one will go here. Head will go here. Head kind of sticks out far, but not really. Okay. Then we have the shoulder plate, which you figure out, do I want the long shoulder or the short shoulder? Let me snip off both and see how they look comparatively. Definitely a fan of the idea of ridiculously large pauldrons. So the larger pauldron or shoulder pieces are kind of appealing, but at the same time, I also think that the shorter ones would be a little bit more practical looking. Granted, this is a knight, so I'm not sure how practical I need it to actually look, you know? Like, it goes out like that. Or that actually fits too close if that's the case. Right. Oh wait, no, that just goes on top. Oh. Okay. That fits there, and then this fits on top of this. Well, ain't that something? I get to have both my ridiculously big pauldrons and look silly at the same time. Yeah. Okay. I can dig it. I don't see a point in painting up the full lower pauldron first. Because that's not really going to be very visible. Just a little kiss of glue. Yeah. That looks properly ridiculous. I love it. And this just slides in right there. And that like that. Sweet. Okay, let's get the other shoulder. Eventually I'll change my setup a bit to where I can actually capture the airbrushing too. But for now, I don't have that set up. Not anywhere near a camera, at least. I feel like it'd be a little weird to just do that and have like the sound of the compressor and sprayer going while no one can see anything. It's like you have the nice, soft lo-fi music, and then you have the grating of a compressor. There we go. properly silly. What's 17? I feel like I missed that. A17. GW is not good about just giving free stuff away, so I don't think that that's the case. Actually, they're not bad about it. They have the mini of the month, but still. Actually, that's 40. And still, I haven't seen anything that looks remotely like it. Yeah. Where's A40? Part of me almost assumes that this would go on top of here. I'm gonna try it just to see what it looks like. I mean, that does kind of fit. Like, it bothers me because I don't know what this piece is for. So I need to Google this. A40. Okay, so it's an alternative for the pauldron. So I could, technically, if I wanted to, just slap it on top and make it even more, like, ridiculous. Part of me wants to, because I think that would be kind of funny. I need to snip off those because that doesn't really fit. But like that, it will. I mean, honestly, that is kind of cool. Right now, it sits about like that. If I do this, screw it, I'm doing that. I think it's cool. Silly, but cool. It's my night. I'll do what I want. To be fair, that does actually look kind of right. Kind of gives it a neat layered or kind of, I don't know what the right word would be, but almost like actual like plate armor. Just like overlapping plates and stuff. Or articulating plates. Is it for a spot that articulates? Nope. Do like big pauldrons. So for this, this takes up most of the internal space, so I don't have a lot of room for like magnets in here. I was thinking maybe magnetize the top piece so I can pull that off. Or just drop the top piece and don't use it. I'll definitely say that is tempting to do this and just like put some magnets on the underside of this carapace. It's like I could probably put a couple magnets in here. Either that, or putting a magnet like on this piece here so I can remove it. Like if it would just actually stay and lever on itself like that, that'd be awesome. It won't, but that'd be awesome if it could. I could leave the top open, like have it glued open like that. Like, funny thing is, this almost fits good enough to not need to glue it. Almost. Okay. Got the legs, got the armor plates. I don't think there's any more pieces on any of the sheets that are unaccounted for. Well, there's the banners, but those are technically accounted for. Or banner. I thought there were two banners. There's that banner there. Ah, okay, so here's two more. Okay. Yes. Then we have the little chest shield thingy. Looks like that goes on one of the pauldrons itself. Okay, so it looks like this goes on that there, like that. Yep. And then if I want, it can go here on a pauldron. So, I'm going to take this stuff to the painting area, to the actual, like, spray booth. Then I will go break out the next night. Can I do it in one trip? This. Yeah. Okay. This for the painting area. Very good. Now, let's go ahead and break out this next night. I believe I have the other night in here. Yeah. A Knight Castellan. I update my stream title. Knight Castellan. Hey, Rue. How you doing, Pup? These out of the way. Along with that. Blow all that plastic shrapnel away. Okay. So, let's find sheet A. This is sheet A. I do have multiple sheet A's, so yay. A, so yay. Okay. A8 and A7. They're here somewhere. Ah, there they are. This is a part of my old backlog. Like, literally, I've had this Knight Castellan since they released the Knight Castellan. I got the other version assembled, the Valiant. That frickin' Thunder Coil harpoon. But that was also a very, very busy time of my life. At that time, I was still living in the barracks. Good. Okay, so now we have 9 and 6. Which I assume they're close, right? They're not, but still I assume they would be. There's 9. And 6. Okay, so now this piece like so. Then we get these 2 pieces here. Yep. Long in front, short in back. Long in front, short in back. Okay. Then we have 23 and 24, which I saw these down here. '23, 24. Good girl, Rue. Okay, so now this piece looks like they're showing the back side, or the back one goes into this. Yep. So these 2 go together like that. Okay, so now we have 29 and 33. 29. And 33 is here. Okay. Then we have 40 and 39. 39 is here. So that's 39. And 40 is here. I will say it does feel really good to be getting some backlog done, to be getting these models that have been sitting for actual years, to be getting them worked on, and one step closer to being done with them. Not look over at a shelf and see boxes of models just waiting to be assembled. Pretty strong mold lines on this piece. Nothing the scrape of a blade can't fix. Or at least mitigate. Okay. So yeah, this piece gets glued onto here. Just like that. Yep. They are making like special emphasis on one of these little notches. Doesn't look like there's any difference on the foot piece, just on this connector. So I'm guessing that connector is which way is forward on this, maybe? And that would go in here. Yeah, I think that's what it means. Yeah, because otherwise those don't fit. Yep, okay. So then this is 40, and this one was 39. Okay, let's just use a little bit of this thin glue. That can just seep right into those little cracks. Gets that on nice and tight. A little bit there. A little bit there. And whop. Nice. Part of one leg down. Only a whole night to go. Looks like we have 37. Which is here. So that goes in this side. Okay, so now we work on the second leg. The second leg of this Johnny. Okay, so now we have 8 and 7 again. Okay. Okay, got that. So now we get 23, 24. Looking forward to taking Rue out again. It's so cold out there. This is where I wish I had either a really good relationship with a dog walker or had a yard. A yard would just be better in almost every case. Okay. So now we have the same thing, 29.33. $29.33. Okay, so now this one starts out with a 40. That'll be on this side of it. Then 39 is on this side of it. I figure I'm probably going to be stopping here in about 20 minutes. That'll put this at about a 3-hour stream. And then it'll be time to take the pup out for her walk. looks like we need to do 6 and 9 on this piece. Forgot to do those. 6. That's 6 and 9. Here we go. Okay, so the short piece goes in front. Long piece in the back. Yeah. 39 on this side, like so. And 40 over here. Okay, get that in. Get that in. Now we can do just a little bit of the thin stuff on these two on the sides. Okay, then this gets 37 over here. Okay, got that. Now let's get the crotch piece. So we have A17, 17, and another A17. Okay, then we have C23, C30, and C29. This is C, so we have 29. C30. And C23, which is here. Hey, get back here. You don't get to run away that easy. After all, you are becoming a part of my knight household. The Knights of Plastonia. Not actually what I called the household, but I do kind of like the ring of that. House Plastonia. Okay, so now we've got this. Then 23 will go in the back, which technically the front and the back are the exact same, so pick now and forever hold my peace. Okay, then we have these two pieces that go on the sides of it. Like so. Okay, then we have C5, which is here. Go. Fits there nicely. Okay. Then this just goes between the legs. Nice. It's on the outside. Then we have a couple A38s. Yep, there's 38. Another A38 here. Okay, so these go here. Gotcha. Yep, just like that. Okay. Same thing for the next one. Goes like that. Okay, then we have a couple A5s. There they are. It's like, they should stand out. They're the only dangling cable piece. Okay, so got that. Now, backside, we have the two A5 pieces here, which can only go on a certain way. I highly assume this is how it goes. Unless somehow it fits like that, which that ain't working. Yep. Unless these nope, they don't crisscross, okay. I've seen Games Workshop do some wacky things, so you never know if it might crisscross. Not until you check. Okay. So now we have the two A20s. Which these are not getting affixed yet because same reason for the other piece or for the other model. I want to do the base coat before I put on the armor plate. That way I can make sure that nothing is weirdly painted. Okay, so I got those. It's right there. Dangly codpiece. Okay, so I've got legs and the start of the armor pile. Next, we've got... This is still on sheet C, so... We've got C28, 31, and 13. There's 31. There's the 11, which I know I'm going to need as my next step, so I'll go and snip it. There's 28. And 13. 13 is here. Good times. Hey, Rue. How you doing, little pup? Okay, then we have the faceplate, which will go there. Yep. Six and 7. Yep, I see them already. Rue. She's such a little carpet licker. Go. You trying to eat the carpet, Rue? No, you can lick the carpet, but don't eat the carpet. Okay. We got the headpiece. I'll get that painted before I do that piece, so we're going to just go ahead and move on to C14. There's 14. Then we have two A41s. Go. No. I love how my brain works sometimes. Just had a stupid scenario play out. That's all good. Okay, so C14 goes between two of these. Yep. Goes here. Okay, now we need C4. Lodi. C4, I assume? Yep. Okay. So now, let's see here. So this goes in like that. Okay. Oh, if I put it on the right side. Okay, then C88, which, that's funny because that's actually C10. Hey, Pup. What's up? Yes, I know. You're wanting to go out again. It is about that time. Let me get this piece finished up and then we'll go ahead and go, okay? Okay. Before you get yourself into trouble. So this goes on the back, like so. Okay.
Hey, Pop. What is it? What is it? Are you silly? Are you crazy? I think you're crazy, Rue. I think you're crazy. Yes, I do. But it's okay. You can be crazy. There's only so much room in that little head for logical thoughts, right? You don't have time for logic. You're a dog.
Yes, I am kind of stalling. I just don't want to go outside. I know the longer I wait, though, the colder it gets, so I can't really put it off too much longer. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you wait much longer, Rue. It's getting cold, it's getting late, it's getting dark. I don't want to go out in the dark either. First you lick the carpets, now you're licking the cabinets and the shelves. Just a licky little puppy. Yep. You are a licky little girl. Okay, so yeah, that's why it shows it like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get these on. And then once I get these last 3 little things glued on, I will go ahead and call it. Because the longer I wait, the worse it gets. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here for now. I need to get this little pup outside before it gets too much darker and colder and frozen. So, well, thank y'all for hanging out. I'm going to be streaming again here in a couple hours. So, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.